Hello, hello, welcome to another Mystery Tournament 19 match. Let's see who we have. We've got brightshadow versus BloodfireTaggerung. And this is pretty far in already. This is a Lizards 6. I think it might be the first match of that round we're seeing. Yeah, brightshadow definitely has been here quite a while. Win rate of 52%, but does have a lot of experience, I suppose. BloodfireTaggerung here the first time. It's doing really well for their first tournament. So we've got a game that we've seen pretty recently. I guess it was twice in our game pool, which is not forbidden. It makes it all more interesting that both are still blind to that, but I guess we're lucky. And I think we're gonna be ready pretty soon. Alright, looks like we could be good to go. We've got Bound High again. We've seen this pretty recently. It's a bit difficult to crop correctly if the players don't have a colored background, so I guess I'll have to recrop a bit. And here we go in now. Yeah, we've seen Bound High pretty recently. It's a Virtual Boy game that never actually released, as far as I remember. Oh, it looks like brightshadow has retro achievements on. Thankfully, just a tiny bit of text there. Yeah, it's a Virtual Boy game where you see the stage from the top-down perspective and you bounce, and your goal is to destroy all the enemies. And I think I'll have to recrop here a little bit. Now that I can actually see the whole game. BloodfireTaggerung opting for the blue palette, which is actually pretty nice on the eyes, I think. I mean, the white palette is also not too bad. At least it's not searing red or what's often also a standard for Virtual Boy games is like one side kind of purple or pinkish and the other side blue, and that's you overlay both. Alright, not sure how far the players are. So our goal again is to beat World 3, and I think we've seen last time that the game gets a lot harder in the third world. BloodfireTaggerung is a bit behind if I saw that right, because I think I've seen brightshadow on this plasma stage already. Brightshadow on the slot machine. Still not really sure what that does exactly. BloodfireTaggerung picking up the item that lets you make new tiles. Which I'm not sure it's really good for speed, unless you're in a stage with very few floor tiles. You can kinda create some safety for you. Now, BloodfireTaggerung also on the slot machine falls off. I'm trying to remember, what happens when you game over? Do you restart from a checkpoint or something? Do you restart from the same stage? I guess I could look at the paste bin. Let's see. Controls, items, game over. So if you game over, you will have to start at either stage 1 or 7 of the world. Says our paste bin. Oh, passwords, okay. So, I think brightshadow has been known to have motion sickness issues, has accepted this game, but we'll see if it causes any problems. BloodfireTaggerung going on to the boss. Kind of centipede where you have to hit all the segments, I think. Maybe all except the spiky one at the end. Oh wow, making super fast progress on the boss here. Only the head is left. Oh, brightshadow's already in World 2, I kinda missed what was happening there. Some fun noises. What's a bonus stage? I'm not sure there's a lot to say that we didn't say last time anyway. Like, this game is the sequel to a Game Boy game called Jelvo 55, I think. Pretty sure that has been in Mystery Tournament, although maybe not recently. And I think that one's also a ball bouncing game, but from the side view. Brightshadow's stage looks a bit precarious, only has these thin wires. On the other hand, they don't break if you jump on them. BloodfireTaggerung is meeting the wind now. We've got stages where sometimes wind will push you to the side. Can make it pretty difficult to stay on the platforms. Especially in World 3 later, there's one very difficult stage with barely any platforms and with wind. Brightshadow finishing the wire stage. And BloodfireTaggerung is on the wire stage, so looks like he is one stage behind. Zero lives for BloodfireTaggerung. And for Brightshadow as well, so both of them might be reset to pretty much the same position soon. Brightshadow did get a game over, BloodfireTaggerung is still going. Might pull ahead or might also take a death soon. This is also a wind stage. And BloodfireTaggerung falls, also game over. And they're still pretty close together. BloodfireTaggerung maybe a minute behind on that game over. And some kind of power-up that makes our ball angry. Angie ball. BloodfireTaggerung took care of all the easy enemies. Now has to defeat these stronger enemies that don't just pop when you hit them. You actually have to push them off. BloodfireTaggerung taking out an enemy by removing all the floor under it. We don't see that too often, I think. Brightshadow is back on the windy stage. I think this is the stage where both game over. Now has 3 lives here and clears the stage. Stage 4. Still needs a few stages to get another checkpoint. In stage 7. Brightshadow doing a huge jump. Helps to kick out one enemy. So these kind of trampoline style platforms, they let you jump way higher. Brightshadow is trying to hit them, I think, but maybe not. Oh, and here's Pac-Man, so that's another mechanic we're probably gonna see a bunch of times. If you take too long in the stage, this kind of Pac-Man type enemy comes in and just eats platforms, which might help you as well, because it might eat platforms that enemies are on. Brightshadow in a plasma stage, I think, whatever that means. A special kind of stage, but you still just push stuff off. I guess it's timed. Also, there are plus and minus orbs. I wonder if they do anything special. But Brightshadow clears that plasma stage, gets a password on stage 7 now. And is safe for the next game over, but has 3 lives still, so not looking too bad. We also see our first instance of the arrow tiles. which kinda act as one-way walls, I guess. And you can turn them around by landing on them. It's gonna be relevant later. Brightshadow splitting a big enemy into smaller ones. Guessing you need the big bounce for that. Brightshadow's making a big hole here, taking out the big tiles. Hasn't gotten many enemies. Dropped one there. BloodfireTaggerung also on the plasma stage, so it's gonna... Oh, just took a... I guess it's not even a death, it's just a quick finish for the plasma stage, just jumping off. But it really is a bonus stage apparently, doesn't even cost you a life. Brightshadow's trying to get these stronger little guys off, but since they don't pop, they're a lot more work. Yeah, neither player took a strategic game over on stage 7, but they still have a few lives, they're not on 1 or 0, so maybe they don't expect to game over before the boss. So Brightshadow long enough in the stage to summon Pac-Man. There's Pac-Man again, but Brightshadow only has one enemy left. And I think BloodfireTaggerung is on the same stage. No, not sure. No, probably not. And Brightshadow now on a stage with a lot of arrows, so it's very hard to push these enemies out, maybe even impossible if you don't switch any arrows around, so that they can actually move out. Brightshadow switching a few arrows there, okay, especially in the corner I guess it would be good, because like the enemies slide towards the corners anyway. Oh yeah, BloodfireTaggerung also on arrow stage. Yeah, so the arrow is a barrier in one direction, basically. If you jump on it, you can turn it around. And initially everything points into the center here on these rings, so it's gonna be hard to get the enemies out if you don't change them. I think Brightshadow has changed a few. Yeah, okay, is intentionally changing them now for sure. Probably only this one enemy left for Brightshadow. Oh no, here's another one. And looks like BloodfireTaggerung is also switching the arrows. Yeah, in the last race, at least one of the players, maybe both, I'm not sure, might not have understood the arrow mechanic. Stage 10 for BloodfireTaggerung and Brightshadow. Both here now pretty close together. And I think these sparkling tiles basically shock and stun you. Oh, Brightshadow is already done. It's already on the boss stage. I think we saw some very fast clears on this boss last time. Well, it looks like you can't break the floor beneath it right now. Maybe the players last time were just really good at bouncing back and forth between both sides, between both arms. Oh, now it's moving. I guess now you could try and drop it. Shadow trying to aim for these moving arms, but they're getting faster. It's difficult to land on them, especially if there's no platform underneath to save you. BloodfireTaggerung doing a very good job at hitting the arms. Both are pretty small. Looks like he's staying in the middle, which can't break. That should have fell down again. BloodfireTaggerung very careful, but is getting the boss down. I'm not sure what you hit now, maybe just the middle. Oh yeah, looks like the middle is now actually vulnerable for BloodfireTaggerung. And I think brightshadow's also there, yeah. brightshadow getting some quick hits in. Might be getting a bit risky here though again, aiming for the boss without any platforms underneath, but brightshadow finishes and BloodfireTaggerung finishes a few seconds later. Quickly jumping off the bonus stage. And here's the strategic game over that the chat was asking for. brightshadow jumping off, had 0 lives. BloodfireTaggerung still has a bunch of lives left, so probably not going for that. So World 3 I think is quite a bit more difficult. We already have wind here, we have enemies that don't pop, we have stun tiles. Oh, at this stage I think you can get big combos, big chain reactions, so these popping enemies can pop each other. The wind almost blowing BloodfireTaggerung off. brightshadow I think is still on the previous stage, so has lost a bit of time. Another miss there. Looks like BloodfireTaggerung might be pulling ahead for now. Stage 3. With 4 lives still. Oh, that was a big jump and no way to land again. Didn't really catch how that worked, but I guess that the blinking enemy explodes. Yeah, okay. Then you have to be prepared to land. BloodfireTaggerung still can't make it. Looks like that the explosion pushes you out really far. brightshadow on the chain reaction stage. Should not be a problem. BloodfireTaggerung has lost several lives here now. Has 2 more lives. 1 and 0. He is trying to avoid the big bomb now, I think. Oh, pushed the big bomb off. Nice, with a popping enemy. brightshadow's also on the bomb stage. Hasn't hit the bomb yet. Has pushed the bomb off already. That might be a big time save for brightshadow. And brightshadow also catching up to the slot machine stage. I'm not sure, are these rocks on brightshadow stage also enemies? I guess so, because I don't see anyone else. Looks like these are pretty hard to push off. Only 1 left. And BloodfireTaggerung's stage has some new enemies, it seems. brightshadow also on the stage. Yeah, we've got some kind of pyramid, like maybe that pushes you off more strongly to the side. Yeah, looks like that might be the case. There's Pac-Man for BloodfireTaggerung again. Both on 2 lives now. Oh, BloodfireTaggerung for... Oh, it's a plasma stage. It's okay, so it doesn't matter. I think BloodfireTaggerung has a password now. Is more or less safe here, in this stage at least. Could take a strategic death, but it still has 2 lives, so might not be thinking that the rest is gonna be that difficult, but we will see about that. Brightshadow still on stage 5. Didn't catch what happened, but might have been bounced off by the pyramids, like what almost happened there just now. Actually getting a lucky 1-up, was on 0 lives, is now on 1. Taggering. Oh, grabbing a magic tile. That's a lot safer now. Was going for... I think that's the last corner of the stage that he hasn't taken care of here. Okay, here's another bomb enemy. Alright, finishes this stage already. Stage 8. And brightshadow in the plasma stage, that means he's gonna get a password, and starting stage 7, so 1 stage behind. Also immediately taking a strategic game over, I think. Yeah, brightshadow taking a game over, replenishing his lives. Some precariously placed enemies here for BloodfireTaggerung, these kind of rock enemies on just a single platform. Probably easy to fall, to get pushed to the side too far. Oh wow, that was a nice chain reaction for BloodfireTaggerung, earning him a 1-up. Didn't deal with the big enemies though, I guess. Maybe they always need a strong hit, a big jump. Okay, I suppose you have to push the big enemies off then. Doesn't seem like there's a high jump opportunity here, so... Yeah, BloodfireTaggerung pushing one of the big enemies off. Going for the second one. Only the one big enemy left. And is the gap here even big enough? No, looks like they can stand on that. But the enemy is too big to fall into a 1-tile gap. BloodfireTaggerung clearing out the tiles and finishes the stage. Oh, here's a difficult one, so I think this is the stage that the players in the last race struggled with quite a bit, because there are only a few platforms and there's wind, so it's very easy to fall down. And our checkpoint is on stage 7, so if they take game overs here, they always have to replay several stages. So yeah, this stage is gonna be the big gauntlet of this race. Here's the win for BloodfireTaggerung. Still trying to go for enemies even with the wind. Did survive? Oh, missed now. I guess as soon as the wind comes in, it's probably best to stay in the middle. Brightshadow only has one big enemy left. We'll also get to the difficult stage 10 soon. And BloodfireTaggerung got a game over in the meantime, has to replay a few stages. Back to stage 7. Brightshadow almost falling off. Still in it. Just carving out a hole here. Picked up the magic tile item. I wonder if that also counts for enemies. Like, can they also now work on the walk on these tiles? On the grid. Okay, still only the one big enemy left for Brightshadow. Just trying to clear out some space. And is now attempting to push the enemy off. Oh, that's a big push there. No, the enemy went to the other island. Brightshadow moving on to stage 10 with 4 lives. Sees this stage for the first time, so might be playing very risky. Until the wind comes in and everything. Brightshadow picking up a freeze monster or a freeze time item. I'm sure that really helps a lot here. Like the monsters can barely move anywhere. Oh, there's Pac-Man for Brightshadow taking out the middle platform, cutting it in half. BloodfireTaggerung meanwhile on stage 9. Still working on getting back to this difficult stage. The wind again for Brightshadow. Keeps going after enemies, even with the wind. Oh, there's Pac-Man taking out a platform in between, but we're still good. Yeah, it's the space wind. The triangular space wind. Brightshadow's down to 0 lives. Might be taking a costly game over. Oh, magic tile for Brightshadow. That's very convenient in this stage, I think. Pretty much saves you, at least while it's active. And the magic tiles are gone. Brightshadow has made a few platforms. Not sure they're gonna be that helpful, but it's almost done with the stage. Only this one enemy left. No! The one enemy was missed! The last one, and it's a game over. So close to finishing that stage, although I guess with 0 lives. Might have taken a death on a following stage. Which would still set him back all the way to 3-7. Yeah, a tragic death. Ooh, actually getting bounced off quite a bit, but did take out 2 enemies there, I think, with 1 bounce. And finished the stage. BloodfireTaggerung made it back to the difficult stage 310. Has 3 lives and has been here before. But gets pushed and blown way off course. There's Pac-Man again for BloodfireTaggerung. Has already taken out the middle platform, but coming back for more. Lucky 1-up. I'm not actually sure how the 1-ups work, but I'm guessing it's from score. Hitting 60,000 points. BloodfireTaggerung is done with the difficult stage. And got a 1-up. There's 3 lives for this boss. And I think this boss wasn't too difficult. Like it's baiting you a little bit to jump into an empty tile. But last time it didn't seem that bad for our players. And BloodfireTaggerung has 3 lives. Keeps hitting these enemies quickly. Only 1 left, I think. Oh, does that one have to be hit more than once? Yeah, looks like the last enemy takes multiple hits. Well, I think that's it. Is our dot done? BloodfireTaggerung takes the victory. Oh, they all take 3, okay, I didn't notice. Oh, brightshadow picked up something special. I didn't notice. I was looking at race chat. And forfeits. Is the stream is gonna catch up to that now. Alright, well let's see if our players want to have a quick chat. Looks like brightshadow's not gonna join us. And here's our winner, BloodfireTaggerung. Congrats. Hello. So how did you enjoy the game? Wait a second, my... Oh, sorry. Discord was very quiet on stream, now you're good.
Am I good?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, 310 was a very difficult stage. We also saw that in the last race.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Everything else, I think I took 1 game over before that, but it wasn't too bad. But that one was pretty brutal. And then somehow I like found a magical button that let me redo the world I was on.
I'm not sure I saw that. A magical button.
There was like a hole, and then everything inverted color-wise, and then it's like it just started the stage over.
Ah, interesting. So, I guess I missed that, but someone in chat mentioned that someone found a black hole. Yeah, I don't know what that does, if the base pin doesn't say it.
I had no idea. I didn't even know there were power-ups, because those aren't mentioned in the base pin, I think.
Yeah, do you have any motion sickness issues or anything with this kind of game? Like there's a lot of zoom in, zoom out all the time, lots of movement.
No, I didn't really have any issues with that, but I could definitely see that being an issue. It's hard to tell what your momentum is when you don't have any squares under you. So it's like, sometimes you feel like you should be moving a lot faster than you are, and I could tell that could feel weird.
Yeah, you wanna add anything else? Not sure if anything else to ask.
Nothing else. I think that was first Virtual Boy game I played.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them, and probably not a lot of them that are like MT worthy.
Yeah, I owned a Virtual Boy when I was a kid, but all we have is, I think, Red Alert and or whatever the Starfighter one was, and Mario Tennis.
Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah.
the one game we might also see is Virtual Boy Wario Land, maybe. Although I think maybe the stages are a bit too open. I'm not sure. But yeah, not a lot of games in general, and not a lot of games that are working for MT.
Yeah.
So this was already a Lizards 6, was it? We're pretty far into the tournament.
Yeah, I'm a lot further than I expected. I just joined to play some fun matches, and I've exceeded my expectations. So wherever I land I'll be happy.
Let's see how many much is there even there? I think after Lizards 8 is where top 8 starts. So you've got 2 more rounds, and then you might make it to top 8.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean you've done very well so far. Looks like your opponent is either Glades or Third Turret.
Those sound like tough names.
Yeah, well if they've gotten this far, they gotta be pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like everyone who's as far as got me sweating.
Okay, then congrats again on your win.
Thank you. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, that is our last, only match for today, I think. At least the only one I'm gonna do now. I think we've got we've got like at least 5 vodcasts queued up. We're gonna fit those in at some point. For now, that's going to be it. We can look at when the next match is going to happen. So tomorrow at 1 PM US Eastern, we've got Kostuka versus Shrambers in, I don't know what round that is, 6? Psych Lisa. And then on Monday we've got Aiko versus Okami of Games. Gates versus Ferreter, that's a match we just wait a second, Aiko and Okami are here twice. I guess one of those is correct. 10 AM, 10 PM, I guess there was an AM PM mix up. PM is real, okay, I see. But yeah. We don't have a ton of matches left, I don't know, maybe 20 matches or so before top 8. There's only gonna be a trickle of matches here and there. look if there's anyone where it makes sense that we would raid. So Ground is already over again for the day, I think. Oh yeah, Best of Ness is doing a big old marathon replay, so if you want, why not match that? Watch that. In one of the earlier replay streams, I heard a Mythical 9 from 10 years ago commentate, so that was fun. I'm not sure if he's in this one, but he might be. So have fun with NES games if you want. No obligation to stick around, and see you for the next match tomorrow.